All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching of well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, back another video, another lesson. All right, the title of this lesson is going to be called Thine Heart is Lifted Up with Pride, Total Control. All right, and we're going to respond. We're going to read an article or two. All right, this article is going to be from Natural News, and it says WEF C40 Smart Cities. Dystopian nightmare where elitist ruling class can literally shut off power, vehicles, food, internet, and money anytime for any reason. All right, and this is their plan. All right, they want to roll in the new world order, so they can be, the God on the earth. They want total control of everything, of the people. All right, of the resources. Okay, they want complete control over everything. All right, and us, you people who want to be at the bottom, you'll be subject under them. You want to go for them for, wants of things, which we're doing already. But and on a grand scale, they want everybody to come to them for resources. All right, this seem like to make it like they're the gods of this world, right? So it says, going to the article, it says the World Economic Forum, an independent international organization of elitists and globalists committed to taking over the world tyranny style, has created C40, a code name for smart cities. Smart cities are a dystopian nightmare that the WEF is trying to implement right now, where everything is electric and can be turned off with the flick of a switch by the ruling elites, including digital currency, electric AI-controlled vehicles, smart metered tiny homes, all public transportation, the internet, and all food will be rationed daily by the dictators through a calorie-limited maximum amount allotted via text messaging. You can't make this stuff up, and this is their plan. Ultimately, they want to control the people. You do something wrong, they can shut your everything down. Your bank, freeze your bank account, turn off whatever you got. Okay, that's why they're coming out with these electric cars, because they're gonna do away with gas cars. They're gonna do away with that. It says the candidate for mayor of London, Shyam Batra, is blowing the whistle on how evil this plan really is, stating that all food, power, electricity, and banking can be turned off with a flick of one switch if the populace violates any rules. Did you just put some criticism of the government on social media? Read your incoming text message from the C40 dictator and quote, "No food credit rations for you today. You violated community standards." You see? So these people, this is their, losing their minds, man. These are complete, devils that the Bible speaks of. All right, you try to live in a world like that, you gotta be in complete subjection, or you can't eat, you can't go nowhere. Complete solitary, man. Did someone say someone? It says, did someone say someone somewhere? Salakia, this they must have messed up. It says, did someone say somewhere in the city has the flu? It must be the next pandemic. Read your incoming text message from the C40 dictator. Emergency notice. The entire city is on lockdown due to a novel flu virus outbreak. No power for electric vehicles will be available until further notice. Do not leave your home for any reason. Violators will be prosecuted and no food rations will be delivered to you. That's no way to live. Okay? I can never, imagine to live in a place like that, where they ruling, and you giving out food rations. If you do something and that's draconian laws, man. We can look that up. All right, draconian. or draconian. All right, draconian. Not that. It says from Wikipedia, the Draconian Constitution or Draco's Code was a written law code established in Athens around 621 BC by the aristocrat Draco. It was a response to Athenian aristocrats arbitrarily interpreting and modifying oral laws. The code was known for its harshness, with death as a penalty for nearly all crimes, including stealing produce. It also distinguished between murder and involuntary homicide, a royal concept at the time. Was an example of draconian law. Almost all transgressions were punished with death. So you could do, the smallest thing, and you'd be put to death, man. All right, and that's what it, you know. Let's go back. That's what it seems like in this. They may not put you to death, but you're gonna be, penalized. You could do the smallest thing, and you can, be penalized for it. It says WEF has already signed up with London's mayor for London to convert to C40, and all of the metropolitan cities of the world are next if WEF has their way. It says a C40 is basically an open prison, says Shyam Batra, like an infinite COVID-19 demic situation. There will be no jobs for anyone in the city that are outside of the 15-minute city, and there will be no vehicles, machines, tractors, or manufacturing plants that function on gas or diesel fuel at all. It's a diabolical plan to control every facet of every person's life. Facet of every person's life. So don't be fooled into thinking it's just some cool, modern, green-friendly way to save the world from sea change. Its undercover depopulation and forced jabs at gunpoint will shortly follow in all C40s. More likely than not, Los Angeles is being burned to the ground right now to prepare to rebuild it as a C40 city in preparation for the 2028 Olympics being held there. Except more metropolitan cities to suddenly. So let me read it again. Expect more metropolitan cities to suddenly burst into flames in the next couple of years to force everyone into compliance. George Orwell was right about everything. He somehow knew the future, or the WEF is just following his fictional playbook. All right, and you can there's another article we're gonna read. Okay, 13 nations signed WEF treaty to destroy and rebuild major cities before 2030. All right, but let's get Second Thessalonians. Matter of fact, let's get Second Thessalonians 2 and 3, because this is what they want, man. They want total control. All right. Let me start at 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." That man of sin is Esau. Okay, he's the son of perdition, the son of destruction. Verse 4, and it reads, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." You see, this is what he want to do. He want to show himself that he is God. He wants to play the role of God, because the Heavenly Father controls everything. All right, he controls, the good, the right hand side and the left hand side, man. That's what they want. They're trying to mimic that on the earth. They're trying to get a like the Elder Yashawama calls it, a false, what they call a false, I won't say false promise, but like a false blessing, if you want to say, like how we got. We got the Israelites, we have a blessing coming towards us, but they're trying to play that out on earth, on the left hand blessing. That's what it is. So I read again, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." You see? "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed. The wicked are who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, Job 9:24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. See that? So this is their plan, their big plan. Let's get Ezekiel 28:1. Okay. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not the Most High, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God. You see? Then your heart is your mind, man. You see that? It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. There, that pride of theirs has been lifted up, man. You know, they've been on top for so long. They believe they can't even, come. They believe they're not going to go down. It says, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver in thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall bring their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom. They shall defile, all right, thy brightness, which ultimately they're going to bring down this devil. All right. Okay, these nations are going to do that by shooting those arrows, those missiles on America, Babylon the Great. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am a God? But thou shalt be a man, and no God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. See, so you're still gonna be you're still a man, and they are, they're dying, they get sick, okay, they catch diseases like any other man, all right. They're flesh and blood, but they believe that they're gonna rule forever and ever, man, or for a longer period of time, because they know that their time is short, so they're trying to do whatever to forward their their kingdom. Okay. Let's get this other article. Okay. Let's come back to the scripture. Let's get this. 13 nations signed WEF treaty to destroy and rebuild major cities before 2030. Okay. It says 13 nations have signed a WEF treaty agreeing to dismantle and rebuild major cities under the guise of their so-called Agenda 2030. Using sea change as the ultimate cover, the WEF has set the stage for a devastating attack on everyday people. Their end game, to reshape urban landscapes into 15-minute cities, vast open-air prisons where freedom is a relic of the past, and escape is no longer an option. Look at the TikTok ban. All right, that was like brother said, that was just a precursor. All right, that was a test run. Look how the people reacted, man. All right, they were bugging out, going crazy. So just imagine when they usher in, a full, when they collapse this, system, man. All right, power goes out for a couple weeks or a couple days or weeks, right? You ain't eating for a couple of days. The power's out. The ATMs don't work. You can't call 911. Imagine when that happens, man. Right? It says, this isn't a distant dystopian fantasy. It's happening now. And the grisly details of their long-planned operation are coming to light. Stay with us as we connect the dots, uncover the evidence, and expose the truth they tried to so hard keep hidden. It says, picture this. 13 of the world's most populous nations signing a shadowy WEF treaty that paves the way for tearing down major cities literally leveling them to the ground, all in the name of Agenda 2030. Their goal to eliminate private car use, redesign neighborhoods into so-called 15-minute cities, and transform our urban spaces into what critics are calling open air prisons. Look at that. But gone through. See? But here's the kicker. They plan to do it by faking natural disasters and terror attacks, manufacturing chaos to devastate entire cities while blaming it all on sea change. You know, they're gonna come with these this is about faking natural disaster. They got, devices that can cause, earthquakes and hurricanes, tornadoes. All right, this devil can they have what's that stuff called? That blocks out the sun. Um, it's slipping my mind. Um, Chemtrails. Okay, they're trying to block out the sun. They do cloud seeding. They can make it rain, make it snow. All right. They have that's because they were blessed with the sword. You see. So let's read it again. But here's the kicker: they plan to do it by faking natural disasters and terror attacks. False flags. All right. What's the other one called? Black swan events. Manufacturing chaos to devastate entire cities while blaming it all on sea change. It's a master stroke of deception, traumatizing the population into submission and using the ashes of our broken cities to build their utopian smart cities. If you think this sounds far-fetched, stay tuned. We got details, the evidence, and yada. After calling us conspiracy theorists for warning about 15-minute cities, the mainstream media is now dropping the pretense, openly reporting plans for these dystopian zones where people are confined to their districts, unable to leave without permission. All right, let's go to the second address. Okay, is that 16 or 15? 15. It says, "Woe to the world," verse 14, "and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." This is what's going to take place soon. All right, you're going to see chaos in the streets, civil war taking place, political war taking place. All right, them collapsing this system, which is through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's doing it on the left hand side through using Esau Edom. Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." You see that? Because during that time, they're going to set up martial law. They're going to set up roadblocks, checkpoints, and then after that, they're going to bring these 15-minute cities. You're going to be confined to a certain district. You can't go out of that district unless you have, certain, what they call them? Enmities, if you want to say that. All right, you got to have a permission. It says, "Just wait." So let's read this again. Salaki. After calling us conspiracy theorists for warning about 15-minute cities, the mainstream media is now dropping the pretense, openly reporting plans for these dystopian zones where people are confined to their districts, unable to leave without permission. Just wait. CBDCs are a social credit system, and a social credit system are next on the mainstream media checklist. Yeah, the MOTB. That's next. Okay, that's what's coming next. They're going, and of course, this gradualism, man. All right, they want a whole digital system where everybody's on the grid where they can watch, track, trace you. Okay, it says this is more than just a theory; it's a blueprint for control, according to. All right, this guy. Okay, Klaus Schwab. By 2030. Los Angeles will be completely free of private cars. The city is set to be radically transformed, with wilderness areas replacing roads where humans once drove and populations confined to so-called open air prisons with no way out. So what's gonna happen to the animals? That's another question you should ask. What about these animals that live in these forests? Okay, where they gonna put them at? The global elite earmarked Los Angeles as the world's first smart city, and plans have been in the works for years to achieve the rapid transformation to Klaus Schwab's 2030 vision in time. for the Olympic Games in 2028, when the city will be presented to the world as as a model for the future of humanity. The residents of Pacific Palisades sense it. Something is undeniably wrong. Anyone paying attention with their eyes wide open knows that. Okay, and this is a long article, so I'll put the link in the description. Okay, but we'll read a couple. We'll read a few more. It says, actor Eddie Griffin says the elite have been preparing for the Los Angeles Pacific Palisades fires for 3 to 6 months before the fire hit. Somebody knew it was coming, and they wanted to make sure the neighborhood was completely destroyed. 13 countries, including the U.S., Australia, Brazil, Germany, Spain, and Uruguay, have agreed to engineer a controlled demolition of their major population centers, one after the other, while simultaneously waging war on the agriculture industry worldwide to usher in starvation and famine for humanity. Famine is going to come. Okay, that's prophesied. All right, Matthew. So this is the things we tell you about. Starting with our apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone, and the brothers on down. They've been telling you about this for years, for many years, man. Okay, so call all Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, diseases, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. This is just a beginning, you know. Hey, but hey, we pray to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. They don't get that far, you know. But let's get Isaiah 14:13. All right, I'll put the link in the description. All right, so you want to go read that. Isaiah 14 and man. I'm gonna start at 4. It says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." Who's this king of Babylon? All right, the modern day king of Babylon is Esau. Okay, Esau eating the so-called white man. Starting with your top banking elite families. It says, "The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth." He ruled over all, not just over the Israelites, but all nations are under his control. Okay, that's that the Revelation 17. It says, "For the Most High had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will to it." Matter of fact. Yeah, Revelation 17:12. "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings, one hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast." See, so these ten horns are represent NATO and the EU. Okay, and that beast is the Roman Empire revived as America. All right, so going back, Isaiah 14 and where's that? 6. "He smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing." And when this devil goes down, the earth is gonna even rejoice. "Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us." And the feller is what? A person who's chopping down trees, right? It says down here. Let me see. Well, let's look it up. Feller. Yeah, a person who cuts down trees. You see, and what they need to look up deforestation. All right, they cut down. They go into the forest and build homes and schools. All right, I seen it personally myself. I would drop past a certain place. Sometimes, and it was used to be a forest, but now it's a whole school right there, homes and all of that. Okay, Verse 7 again, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee. So like hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, and have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And it's not talking about Satan. Okay? You go to this word Lucifer. Lucifer, this word is only mentioned once in the scriptures. All right, which is in this chapter. Lucifer means what? Light bearer. Means in the Hebrew word is Hayallah. Light bearer, shining one, morning star, Lucifer. All right, of the king of Babylon and Satan. See, the king of Babylon is who? Esau, Edom. Okay, so Lucifer just means light bearer. Now, it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. That's not his name. Okay, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, right? I will ascend into heaven. Okay, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Who are the stars of the Most High? Stars of the Most High are the Israelites. Okay, and also it can be his space force, his satellites, his different technology that they use. Right, verse 14. I will send above the heights of the clouds. Well, the stars of heaven is the Israelites. Verse 14. I will send above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Okay, space force, his satellites, different things that he used in the heavens, to that he has his different technology. All right. So it says, I will send above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's the point. He wants to be like the Most High, man. He wants to be like the Lord, but he can't. Okay, because he's only a man. He's only a mortal man. All right, let's get Psalms 36:4. It says, I saw that 1. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth evil. And this is damn, Salakia. Let's read that again. It says he deviseth mischief upon his bed. This is what he does, man. It's in the NLT version. It says they lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. This is what they do, man. Okay, they lay awake at night, can't get no sleep because they want to come up with more plans to bring evil upon the people. Okay, their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil. This is what they do because they're evil themselves. They're ran by the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, they can't do good, and people want to save these type of people. All right, you think they can make it in the kingdom of heaven? No, the Lord's not coming to save these type of people. He's coming to save his people, the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay, but everybody else, they ain't. No, they gonna be in subjection. They gonna have to be in subjection under us. They will not be in no rulership position. Their rulership right now. See, matter of fact, let's get Psalms. See what Psalm 64 says. Okay, Psalm 64:1, a Psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay, that they may shoot. And this word wet means sharpen. Okay, to sharpen, wet. Okay, if you look it up. Sharpen the blade of a tool or weapon, okay? So that's what that means. All right? It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in a evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? You see? This is a evil plan. All right? You can bet, not just Esau, but our other enemies, the other nations, they are in it on it too. Let's get Obadiah 1 and 3. Okay? Yep, Obadiah chapter 1. I started 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord, power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And the other nations, they hate this devil. Okay? They hate him because his what he's done unto them. He's going around the world, destroying nations and sending economic hitmen to mess up that certain countries, set up set up puppet leaders. Okay, they bomb countries if they don't do what they say. All right. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, though thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, okay, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see, so the Lord's going to bring this devil down. All right, it's going to take divine intervention to take this devil to the ground, man, to bring him out of rulership. All right, because it's not going to happen through flesh and blood, because he's been given too much power on the left hand side. All right, he has he uses left hand practices. Let's get Isaiah 47, okay, and verse 12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, be thou shalt be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. You see, they use left hand practices to continue to forward, their kingdom, man. They opening portals, letting demons through CERN. All right, they take children and sacrifice them. All right, they have these pedo rings. All right, this man is it's just more than slavery and Jim Crow. It's deeper than that, man. This is a true wicked devil. This is a wicked ruler, man, and he's not running the earth in the right way. Okay, and the people are mourning. Let's get Proverbs. Is it 29? Yeah, 29 and 2. And when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When we get in authority, man, when we get in rulership, although the nations will be in subjection, they're gonna like it. They're gonna think this is gonna be a better, all right, rulership than what Esau is doing, because they're gonna or like I said, they're gonna be in subjection, but they're gonna have their own lands. They're gonna they're gonna be in righteousness. But it says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Who are the wicked? All right, Esau, Edom, man. They're the wicked of this world that the Bible speaks of. They're the devil. They're Satan. They're the serpent that was in the garden. Well, the spirit of that serpent is on them. Okay. So the wicked are in rule right now, and the people are mourning. Nobody's happy. All right. They may seem like it, but they're not happy, man. People are in debt. Our people their health our health is messed up too. People are, they got bills to pay. They got to go to work. They got to go to a job that they hate. By these devils, they get a jet set all across the world. No got have a care in the world, man. You see? But that's what the Lord going to do. Let's get Job 20. All right. Job 20 and 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And who are the wicked? Let's get that word. Okay. Aimal in the Hebrew it says laborer, sufferer, wretched one, workman, laborer. So the regular people, man, they're gonna rise up. All right, they're gonna come against these devils. You know, they might not come after the wicked elite, but they're gonna come after those under them. You know, the mayors, the governors, right? Maybe try to attack the president. Okay, it says when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and it shall rain and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So when this devil is about to, think he's about to get his whole, enterprise in order, the Lord's going to rain on his parade, literally, man. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That bow, what's the iron weapon? The missiles, the ICBMs. Okay, this devil's not gonna fulfill his okay. He's not gonna fulfill his rulership that or his new order that he wants, man. When he's in total control of everything, he's running everything. All right, he's gonna be taken down by the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. When the Lord Yahweh Shai returns, he's gonna take this devil down, man. Okay, and we gotta stay patient. Continue to pray, continue to watch. This goes for myself as well. All right, so thine heart is lifted up with pride, total control, and this is what, this is what they're planning. And then, it's more, they probably got more things planned, but the MOTB is going to come too. So, hey, the Lord willing this was edifying to you brothers and your sisters out there. I already want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teacher Ruel. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those of you who was edified, to the next video I'm going to say, Shalom.